This corn dog recipe will have you hooked from the first bite. Let me show you how to make it. In a bowl, go in with 2 cups of flour, sugar, salt, and a little pepper. All the exact measurements will be in the caption. Mix together and whisk in 1 egg and add 1 cup of buttermilk. Now you want to mix until the batter becomes smooth, then pour it into a tall glass cup. Now it is time to bring your sausages into a boil. Boil this for 4 minutes and let them cool down before you insert skewers. After that, you want to coat them lightly in flour, then dip them into the batter until it is fully covered, just like you are seeing it in this video. Now after that, you want to deep fry each until it is golden brown, rotating to cook evenly, and that is why your skewer should be long. It makes it easier to flip. And there you have it, guys. Let's dig in. Oh my goodness, this is so yummy. Let me know if you'll be trying this out in the comments, and please do like, follow, and share for more recipes. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye. This meat pie recipe, we have it dancing and fanning your mouth at the same time. It is that good. Now let me teach you how to make it. Start with 4 cups of flour, add sugar, salt, and baking powder. Don't worry, all the exact measurements are listed in the caption. Next, add butter and mix until the texture becomes crumbly. Now you want to whisk in your eggs to bring the dough together. Now wrap it up and let it chill in the fridge. For the filling, eat some oil, add chopped onions and your minced beef. Season it with a little salt and 1 seasoning cube. Then add in your diced carrots and potatoes plus a bit of water to help it cook through. Now to thicken it up, add in your slurry, which is the mixture of flour and water. Now let the filling cool before you use it. Once it's cooled, I rolled out the dough, added the filling, then I washed the edges and sealed it. And this is what we have. Now if you don't have a meat pie cutter, it's fine. You can use a bowl and a knife. Now once you're done, just the way I'm doing it, you want to egg wash it, seal it up. Now you want to egg wash the top and bake until it is golden brown, and that's it. Flaky on the outside and juicy on the inside. Save this recipe and tag someone who needs to try it out. If you are trying to save money, do not try this recipe. I repeat, do not try this recipe, because once you taste it, you'll be making it every single day. In a bowl, go in with 2 cups of self-raising flour, 1/2 cup of sugar, and 2 cups of yogurt. Mix everything together, but do not over mix it. And while you are mixing, eat your oil. No need to wait for the batter to rise. Once you're done, scoop the batter into the hot oil and fry until golden brown. And there you have it, guys. Fluffy, yummy puff puff without the waste. I promise you guys, you will be hooked. Will you be trying this out, or have you already? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. This is the best cheesy corn dog you will find on the internet today, and wait till you see that cheese food. Did you see that? Yes, I started off with some spicy sausages, cut them in half and drop them in a pot with a little water and let them cook just a bit. Then came the magic batter. Into a bowl, I mixed flour, corn flour, baking powder, sugar, soya pepper, and of course the star of the show, cheese. I gave that a quick mix, and in another bowl I whisked egg, milk, and poured it into the dry mix until I had this thick creamy batter. Now once the sausages were ready, I slid in the skewers and dusted them with flour, like generously. That way the batter holds on tight. Now I coated each one generously with the batter I made and dropped them in hot oil and fried until golden brown and crispy. And you guys, the melty cheese inside was everything. By now you should know I love cheese, right? You really need to try this out. All the exact measurements are in the caption, and don't forget to follow, like, and share for more delicious bites. Bye. Delete that chin recipe on your phone and save this instead. Trust me, this one is a banger. I started off by mixing my dry ingredients, flour, sugar, and a little baking powder for that perfect lift. Then for flavor, I grated in some fresh nutmeg and added just a pinch of salt. Next, I dropped in some butter and rubbed it gently into the flour until the texture turned crumbly. In a separate bowl, I whisked together 1 egg and some milk, then poured it into my dry mix. I brought it all together into a dough, not sticky, not too soft, just nice and firm so it is easy to roll out. Then I rolled the dough flat, cut it into bite-sized cubes, and proceeded to fry them in medium hot oil, stirring gently until they turned golden brown, crispy, and absolutely irresistible. Seriously, you won't stop at one. Comment recipe and I'll send you the full measurements straight to your DM. And of course, do not forget to like, follow, and share for more easy recipes, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. This is the only vanilla cake recipe you need, especially if you're a beginner or you just want a quick snack for the kids this holiday. In a blender, I added 4 eggs, 1 cup of sugar, 3/4 cup of oil, a splash of vanilla extras and vinegar. Then I blended it all together for 30 seconds. That is it. Now in a separate bowl, I mix some flour and baking powder. Don't worry, all the exact measurements will be in the caption. I poured in the egg mixture and stirred it together until it was nice and smooth. Now here is the secret to making it super moist. I added 1 cup of hot milk and I stirred that in until the batter was silky. Now I poured the batter into the skilled silicone molds. Then I popped them into my air fryer basket and baked for 40 minutes. Please note that air fryer models may vary, so you want to make sure you keep an eye on your cake while it bakes. And look at that, soft, fluffy vanilla cake, no oven needed, so simple and so good. If you try this, please tag me and don't forget to like, follow and share for more easy recipes, especially if you love baking without stress. Watch this video before you throw that overripe plantain away. I peeled mine into a bowl and mashed it till smooth. Then I added yeast, sugar and warm water and gave it a good stir. This activates the yeast and gives it that soft, fluffy texture. Next, I added flour and mixed until everything came together into a smooth batter. All the measurements are in the caption, so no stress. I covered it with a cling film and let it rise for 40 minutes. Then I scooped the batter into hot oil and fried until golden brown on all sides. Crispy outside, soft and sweet inside, and that is it. Sweet, fluffy plantain mosa made from just 1 overripe plantain. Simple, delicious and honestly addictive. Save this recipe and tag someone who always has overripe plantain at home, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Our head egg roll is now 500 naira and the egg inside looks like a full stop. Let me show you how to make it at home. Start by boiling your eggs. Now in a bowl, add flour, sugar, salt and baking powder, then mix to combine. Now you want to add butter and mix until the texture becomes crumbly. Don't worry, all the measurements are in the caption. Crack 1 egg, add a bit of water, mix it and pour it into the flour mixture. Now you want to mix everything until you get a soft dough. By now, your eggs should be ready. Now you want to put them out of the pot into a cold water to allow them to cool and peel off the shells. Coat each egg lightly with flour. This helps the dough stick and makes wrapping easier. Now roll out your dough, cut it into equal pieces, then flatten each one out. Place an egg in the center, then gently wrap it up. Now to fry it, drop a small piece of dough in the oil. If it floats, then you are good to go. Now fry your egg rolls until they are golden brown and perfectly crispy. And just like that, you've made your perfect egg rolls at home that your whole family will enjoy. Bye. This is not your regular fish pie. This is the type we used to buy at school gates after school. Crunchy, flaky and spicy. Let me show you how to make it. In a bowl, going with 2.5 cups of flour, 1/2 cup of salt, 1/3 cup of vegetable oil and 1/2 cup of water. Mix everything together until a dough forms. Soft but not sticky. Wrap it in a cling film and let it rest while we make the filling. For this I'm using mackerel fish. Cut it up, clean it and cook with some seasoning. Once it is done, debone it completely. Make sure that there are no bones left. Now heat some oil in a pan, add chopped onions and let it sizzle for a bit. Then go in with your roughly blended chili pepper, seasoning to taste and let it fry until the oil starts to separate. Then add in your deboned fish and stir it all together. That right here is our delicious filling. Now flour your work surface, cut the dough into smaller portions and roll each one out. Add your filling to the center and glaze the edges with a simple flour and water slurry and fold it over. Press the edges down with a fork to seal. Time to fry. Drop them into hot oil and fry until golden brown and crispy on the outside, and that is it. Flaky, spicy school gate style fish pie. One bite and the memories just come rushing back. You see this right here? Yeah, coconut candy, a whole throwback and still undefeated. This snack is the reason I always got excited after school. It is sweet, crunchy and full of memories. Started with fresh coconut, I grated it by hand and yes, my arms were screaming, but worth it. Now instead of sugar, I used honey because it adds this rich natural sweetness. It just makes it taste richer. Once the honey warmed up, I poured in the grated coconut and let it cook low and slow, stirring patiently until it turns golden, sticky and perfect. Now here comes the fun part, shaping it into little balls with your hand. A little messy, but that's the magic of it. I pop them in the jar and this is it. Sweet, chewy, nostalgic goodness. If you grew up with this, you already know it is more than just a treat, it's a memory. So tell me, are you trying this out or did coconut candy made your childhood too?